Hey, what's up, Connects out there in Hot Vibes? In today's video, I just want to talk about when to know when you're losing your momentum and then how to gain that momentum back, basically. Because I feel, and I've seen it myself, and experienced it myself at certain points in my spirituality, is when you're picking up certain momentum, then you start to let go of certain things and you actually stop doing things that actually make you lose your momentum. You should know that when you stop doing certain things, there's things you should be doing to get your momentum back up. Like say you do 10 minutes of meditation every day and you've done it for like a couple months straightforwardly. You've done it for 2 or 3 months. Then one day you're like, well, I think I can just skip out on a day or two, and then just that little basically break. I mean, if it's like 3 or 4 days, you're gonna lose a lot of momentum. And then you have to gain that momentum back because those are days that you're missing out on. It's like how I said in my last video, if you're not actually working and stuff, you're not going to get a full paycheck. So the same thing goes with you actually gaining momentum in your life and actually picking up the speed and stuff like that. And if you are if you have lost some momentum, what you should be doing is journaling about how you experienced it and how you've lost it and how to gain it back, basically. And if you have been journaling consistently, you are going to be able to know like when you actually started losing momentum, because you'll be able to see in the way you journal and the way you write. See, that's one of the benefits of writing, because when you write down your things that you are supposed to be writing down, basically, you're going to see later how spirit was flowing through you when you're writing those things, because the more you put in the work, the more spirit's going to put work into you. So you're going to see how your writing changes over time and stuff like that if you have lost certain momentum. And if you have lost that momentum, just know that you can gain it back, but make sure you just keep it going this time. Don't keep falling back continuously, because that just makes it harder on yourself. It's like if you're going to the gym and you only go once a week and then you stop working out for like a couple days and stuff like that, you're gonna have a lot of issues and problems and stuff like that with keeping that momentum flowing and going. And actually what will help that momentum too is being around people that are like-minded, people that are spiritually in tune with themselves and are picking up the momentum and stuff like that. Because what you surround yourself with, it's like as within, so without. So if you're surrounding yourself with people that are not truly picking up momentum and doing things spiritually, mentally, and physically, therefore if they're putting their body, mind, spirit, trinity that way, if you're around those people, that's what you're going to do. So what you have to do is get around people that are just like that, so that can help influence you in a positive way, because there's too many people influence people in a negative way on this reality. They'd rather have you be influenced by a negative thing than a positive thing, because look at society, look at all the people that roam around here. Obviously there's a lot of negative influences and people that are running off their egos. So what would be the first thing for you to do? Meditate, journal, get connected with a spiritual family and stuff like that. And then also one thing I want to talk about is some of the products that we're bringing out and stuff like that. Essence is coming out with the makeup. Austin has the heat soap. Brother Kyle, he has the charging plates. Ugressa is slowly making the tea. He will actually have the high vibes tea eventually for all you guys, so stay tuned for that. Brother TK has the grids, and I have basically the incense and the candles. And then also Brett's going to be eventually teaching yoga. We're all going to be doing a lot of stuff for you, and it's actually not just going to be benefiting us, because we put the high vibes and that energy that a lot of you people need out there to get in a higher vibration. Because it's like if you are surrounded by people that are in a lower vibration, say like in the stores, the products aren't made with love and things like that. Once you want to buy something that someone made from their heart and is actually putting a lot of good intentions into that product, so that way when you get it, you can feel that intention, that love, and that passion, that creativity, and that motivation for a better thing. Because only thing, if we want to come together and stuff like that, we have to work together. Obviously if you look in today's society, how like a lot of people are separated, they're in their homes and stuff like that. If you come together, you're going to build a lot more momentum that will actually help not only yourself but the people around you. And what's bad about that? What's so bad about building momentum where everyone can benefit from it, where everyone can succeed and be happy and live a good life and stuff like that? If we come together and stuff like that and help each other, that's going to build all our momentum, because we all have a subjective experience and a personal experience, but then we do have that collective experience. I think a lot of people forget that as well, is that we have this collective experience together and about sharing it and coming together, you know, unity through community and stuff like that. You know, it's like you look at the government, they have their community of, you know, representatives and their, you know, chairman and stuff like that. So why can't, you know, you do that exact same thing? Why can't people, you know, that are like-minded come together and have that type of, you know, ability to, you know, help each other and care for each other and, you know, look after one another and actually help support one another? Because that's what they do. They support, you know, the banks support the banks and all that stuff, but that's not what this is all about. You know, it's the main message is, you know, really focusing on helping each other, building the momentum with yourself, and knowing when to pick up the momentum when you're supposed to be picking it up. You know, there's times where you need to actually, you know, vibranate, you know, get into your vibration, basically, you know, where you're actually, you know, just relaxing for a little bit. But then there's times to pick up that momentum. You know, like you can be a bear sometimes, but, you know, it's not like the bear's going to stay in hibernation for all its, you know, throughout the whole year. Eventually that bear is going to lose the fat that it had stored up, and it needs to regain that fat. So the same thing should go with you. You know, if you truly want to build momentum and stuff like that, you got to, you know, put in the work, you know, journal about it, understand that, you know, not everything's going to be, you know, all fine and dandy all the time. You know, you have to continuously put in work to get the results. You know, just like I was actually working out today, and I was like, you know what, I want to see the results, so I got to put in more work. So that's what I was doing, because I want to see those results. And a lot of people don't set goals for themselves to see those results in their life, because they're too busy worried on the little tedious things that aren't really going to help benefit them inside their lives, basically. You know, and then there's all these distractions trying to stop you from actually, you know, getting that momentum, because, you know, that's, like I was saying, it builds electricity. Things will get magnetized to you because of that. And what's bad about that? Like, a lot of you people are looking at all the negative aspects of being spiritual and like putting your Trinity in motion. It's like, that's the thing you're supposed to be doing. You know, that's something that's natural to us, to actually be continuously putting in work for ourselves, you know, and building up that energy, basically. But, you know, that's all I want to say in this quick little video. You know, build your momentum, you know, get connected with people like-minded, you know, help support each other and stuff like that, and see how it makes the world a better place, basically. But with all that said, peace and out with my highs of vibrations, my full love, and always my gratitude.